The Vanishing at Blackwood Lake. Opening hook. October 14th, 2017. 9:42 p.m. A frantic 911 call crackled through the quiet dispatch center. My wife, she was just here. I swear she was right here. The car's still running. The door's open. She wouldn't just leave. Wind howls through the trees surrounding Blackwood Lake. Officers arrived to find a silver SUV parked near the boat ramp, headlights slicing through the darkness. The driver's doors wide open. Inside the vehicle, a purse, a phone, keys still in the ignition, but no sign of 32-year-old Emily Carter. What happened in the 7 minutes between her last text message and the discovery of her abandoned car would unravel a web of secrets no one saw coming. Background and setup. Blackwood Lake sits just outside the quiet town of Riverton, Oregon. Population 4,200. It's the kind of place where everyone knows each other, where kids ride bikes until sunset and neighbors wave from their porches. Emily Carter was a definition of dependable. A registered nurse at Riverton Medical Center, she worked long shift but never missed her daughter Lily's soccer games. Friends described her as warm, calm, and deeply private about her personal struggles. Her husband, Daniel Carter, owned a small construction company. To outsiders, they were stable, married 9 years, 1 child, modest home on Cedar Street. But behind closed doors, tensions had been rising. Financial stress, rumors of Daniel's temper, a recent argument overheard by neighbors, shouting late into the night. 3 days before she vanished, Emily confided in a co-worker. "If something ever happens to me," she reportedly said quietly, "just know it wasn't random." At the time, no one took it seriously. The night of the crime. On October 14th, Emily finished a shift at 7:18 p.m. Surveillance footage shows her leaving the hospital parking lot alone. At 8:57 p.m., she texted Daniel, "We need to talk tonight." No emojis, no explanation. At 9:11 p.m., her phone pinged near Blackwood Lake. This was unusual. The lake was nearly 15 minutes out of her normal route home. At 9:35 p.m., Daniel called 911. Police body cam footage later released shows the scene. The SUV idling. Interior lights glowing. The lake black and silent. Officer Ramirez shines a flashlight inside. He calls out toward the shoreline. Only wind answers. The bedroom slippers Emily wore to work were on the driver's floorboard. Her coat folded neatly on the passenger seat. There were no signs of struggle. No skid marks. No blood. But something felt wrong. Investigation. Detectives initially treated it as a missing person case. Search teams scoured the lake. Divers combed the murky water for 3 days. Nothing. Then inconsistencies began surfacing. Daniel claimed Emily left the house around 8:45 p.m. after an argument. But cell tower data placed his phone near Blackwood Lake at 9:02 p.m., 30 minutes before the 911 call. When questioned, Daniel adjusted his story. "I went looking for her. I figured she might have gone for a drive." But surveillance cameras from a gas station near the lake captured something chilling. At 9:06 p.m., Daniel's pickup truck passed heading toward the lake. At 9:18 p.m., it passed again, leaving. Yet his 911 call wasn't placed until 9:35 p.m. 17 unaccounted minutes. Detectives executed a search warrant on the Carter home. In the garage, they discovered a freshly cleaned section of concrete. Luminol revealed faint traces of blood, later confirmed to match Emily's DNA. Daniel's demeanor shifted during interrogation. Detective Holloway leaned forward. "We know she didn't just walk into that lake." Daniel's jaw tightened. "You don't know anything." For weeks, the case stalled. No body, no confession. Then came the breakthrough. A fisherman discovered a weighted torp snag near a submerged log 40 feet from the shoreline. Inside was Emily. The autopsy revealed blunt force trauma to the head. Time of death, approximately 8:50 p.m. Before Daniel ever called 911. The twist. Forensic analysis of Daniel's truck bed revealed microscopic fibers matching the tarp. GPS data from his company vehicle showed a stop at Blackwood Lake lasting 12 minutes. But the most damning evidence came from Emily's smartwatch. Though damaged by water, digital forensics recovered partial activity logs. At 8:47 p.m., her heart rate spiked dramatically. At 8:49 p.m., it stopped. Location data placed her at the Carter garage. She never drove to the lake alive. Prosecutors theorized Daniel killed her during their argument, transported her body, staged the SUV, and attempted to frame it as a mysterious disappearance. Trial and outcome. The trial gripped Riverton for months. Prosecutors painted Daniel as a man unraveling under financial strain and control issues. Defense attorneys argued circumstantial evidence, no eyewitnesses, no direct video of the crime. Daniel never testified. In closing arguments, prosecutor Angela Ruiz said, Emily didn't vanish into thin air. She was silenced by the one person she trusted most. After 8 hours of deliberation, the jury returned, guilty of second-degree murder. Daniel Carter was sentenced to 28 years to life. Aftermath. Lily Carter now lives with her maternal grandparents. Blackwood Lake remains open to the public, but locals say they never look at it the same way. A memorial bench now sits near the boat ramp. It reads, "In loving memory of Emily Carter, gone but never forgotten." Closing reflection. Sometimes the most dangerous place isn't a dark forest or an empty road. It's inside a home where anger simmers behind closed doors. Emily Carter's story is a reminder that not all disappearances are mysteries. Some are carefully constructed illusions. And sometimes the truth is hidden in the quiet spaces between phone pings and unanswered texts.